profession that you're in, especially early on, people are making judgments about you, whether to hire you for this. They're commenting on your looks. They form judgments about you. A lot of it is not in your control. And I think for a lot of people in their life, they feel like things are not in as much in their control as they would like it to be. Did meditation help you feel more in control of things?
I think more than anything, it allowed me to have this different kind of understanding and in a way acceptance for what is. Because I think anytime there is no acceptance for what is, whenever there is resistance, there is pain. Because we can't control, I always say in my prayers and when I'm talking to, my guardian angel, however you want to call your higher self, I always ask, show me the way, guide me, and whatever happens, help me be for my highest and best. And I have to trust that. And sometimes the highest and best might be not the thing that my mind has decided that that's the way it needs to go. Because I think our mind has a tendency, we have a lot of conditioning that comes from our family, comes from religion, comes from society, so we live in this box and it has to look a certain way because we've been taught that way. Like if he's out of this box, doesn't feel safe, he doesn't. But the universe, there's a higher intelligence, I believe, that knows better than we do. And I think if we can trust that higher intelligence and saying like things are happening for me, not to me, things are happening for my growth, for my, evolution. I think when there is an acceptance, there is no pain because you trust, there is trust. And you say, okay, this is coming up, however the challenge it is, it can be challenging, it could be, sometimes it's very intense, and you have just, I think that when there is that acceptance, there is, you kind of trust that, that things are happening for you.
Has it made you a better parent, do you think?
I think so. I think it's made me a better person. You know what I mean? I think I don't try to be so, I think before I used to be a person who was very I need to have things under control, and I think that's part of my panic attacks. I didn't have control over a lot of things, and I feel like that also brought a lot of anxiety because I didn't know the future. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know tomorrow, and I think all of that became like things that kind of created the anxiety, kind of made it more. And I think once I trusted in a way, once I kind of allow it to just be whatever it was going to be and just say thank you and just make the best out of whatever situation there might be, then my life became a lot better. And I think even with my children, it's like I'm not trying, they're perfect little beings. I feel like my job as their mom is just to be their guardian.